Hey friends, welcome to the Stationery Cafe Happy Hour. This is April from Penguins Creative, and we have Kelly from Kelly Love Letters here with me today. And we're going to talk about all things stationery and fun things in the community. So join us with a drink, and we'll talk about something new, something old, something that we have our eyes on. Kelly, how's it going?
It's great. I have my English breakfast tea with milk. Do you have a drink?
I'm also drinking tea. It's
Cute.
actually a Carol Capek Muscat Oolong.
How is that?
It's so good when it's cold, even though it's in a mug. Oh. It has like that.
That's fine.
You know how like Japanese, they sell those bottled tea like peach flavor or something flavor. So this one is like the oolong, but like muscat, which is a type of grape. That's like really, really nice.
Yeah, I love that.
And so it's like soup. It doesn't taste sweet, but it smells sweet. So it gives you the impression that it's sweet. So I just very much enjoyed it. And in fact, this was one of my new thing was like, I was going to mention it briefly, but Paper Treat Shop reopened today.
Oh, that's right.
With a bunch of new stuff. I was our first customer. I was like 5 o'clock, like open.
Oh, that's amazing.
And then there was like, she actually, because Mai always includes some Carol Capek tea as like a freebie, kind of as a kind gesture. And so she has like this list like you can choose from. And I'm like, yes, more Muscat Oolong, please.
Ooh, nice.
One out, I need one more in to replenish.
That's right. Yes.
So I'm really happy about my drink today. It's really nice.
Nice. Well, April, so April and I are going to look at something really important tonight, and apparently it went up, and I don't think I saw it yet. Do I have to, like, refresh my cookies or whatever?
Yes, like, do a refresh. We're doing this live right at 6 o'clock on Wednesday, which is today. We were like, let's record today because we want to see everything that's new. All right, here it is.
Okay, so what's this yellow situation?
We are right here. We need to tell people what we're looking at.
Okay,
we are looking at the Hobonichi 2022 spring release covers, which they usually sneak peek like literally days before you're able to purchase. So the 2 seasons, right? Like for Hobonichi, September, game time, the full series, and then spring, around February, a little bit more, like an extra few covers. And
right,
so
just a few usually.
So we have a Weeks. The first thing we saw is a Weeks. A very vibrant yellow bow and tie Weeks.
It looks like, is it kind of, what's the word I'm looking for?
We'll get to it. We'll get to the topic. But here's the copy. Here's the marketing copy. Spring is almost here. When each day becomes warmer than the last and it becomes a joy to go outside. Some of you may greet the season with new challenges. Yes. Find new things and places you love. Start new hobbies and try new things you wanted to do it for a while. The April start Hobonichi Techo and accessories can prove a worthy ally this spring. Wow, that's kind of aspirational. So there's an A6 cover. Oh. There's a Hobonichi Weeks. And there's a Hobonichi cousin. Oh. And then the spring mix. Kelly, okay, I don't even know where to start. Okay.
Oh my god. Oh 36 views. I was going to say that looks like Hokusai. Oh, that's dope as hell.
Katsu,
oh my god.
Tsushika Hokusai, 36 views of Mount Fuji. Like one of the most iconic artworks, I would say, that people kind of think about, like, us foreigners to the Japanese country.
Totally. Well, and this is not the Great Wave of Kanagawa. This is one.
This is the 36 view of Mount Fuji. That one.
Yeah.
Let me bring us to that.
Cool. Oh page. Man. Oh, and the woman in the photo, the lifestyle photo, she's wearing her kimono. Looks super. Oh, and it comes in both sizes. Okay.
Comes in both sizes.
Oh,
what?
Shoot. Wow.
No way.
This is not okay.
This is not. I want this.
Oh, shoot.
A little bit.
Oh, and it's Tokyo National Museum X Hobonichi Techo.
I think that's the theme this year. I think that's the theme. We're getting art pieces. We're getting like really into the artistic style. It's funny, Kelly, because we were all saying, you know, what if Hobonichi drops like a Pokemon collab on us heavily, right? Like this spring, we would be out of control. But you know, it's not bad. This is not bad.
Well, traditional. I like the traditional thing. It's so. I mean, Japan is so culturally rich, and this is so cool. Like, oh man.
So the cover basically features one of the iconic views. So like the white Mount Fuji, and then below it the waves. In that kind of iconic Japanese traditional style. Comes in both original and cousin. Oh, and it's celebrating the 150th year of Tokyo National Museum. Oh, nice. Cool.
Dude, I'm like honestly gonna cry right now. I'm feeling really emotional.
It's so beautiful. And oh that my gosh. Like navy blue kimono she has on is just so gorgeous.
It's so pretty.
Mount Fuji and the raging river portrayed in shades of indigo. Oof.
And indigo is like, yeah, one of those, isn't indigo one of those, like, how, like, old school Japanese clothing dye, that kind of a thing? Yeah. So that feels right.
So in 1830, when Hokusai turned 70 years old, oh my God, creating art at 70, he began working on the 36 views of Mount Fuji, including the famous Great Wave of Kanagawa. And that series basically depicts like different angles, you know, or different vantage points you see Mount Fuji. And so this one depicts the Fuji River. Oh, okay.
That is so cool. Oh man.
And on the edge you get like the signature, you know, that part of that print, and if you open it fully. And it comes with a set of a postcard.
Does it come with that, or is that a separate thing?
Who knows?
That might be a separate thing.
Set of 46 postcards featuring the view. So I think you can buy this separately. Comes with a
clear folder.
Clear folder of it. Washi tape.
Oh, the washi.
We're like just the progression of our spirit. and then like a book of it. Oh, nice. And then, okay, moving on to the weeks. Haniwa. You know that, right?
Okay.
Like,
yeah, okay. This is what are those things called in Animal Crossing that these are based off of?
Yes,
the droid
the droid
gyroids,
yes,
are based off of these, which is so good.
They're basically I don't want to like say incorrectly, but my impression of it is these are like these little clay figurines that were buried with like the graves, and they're supposed to help ward or like bring good luck or something. So the week's cover in this very cheerful yellow. Oh my God, Erigama, are you looking at this right now? This is so you. The necktie, bow and tie fabric with images of Dogu and Haniwa. Dogu? Like,
which ones are Dogu and which ones are Haniwa?
I see some that looks like dogs. Is that really what they meant, like Dogu?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Let's keep on reading.
Yeah, let's learn more about this.
So these are a popular exhibit in the Tokyo National Museum, the archaeological section, and basically these are the names of the artifacts. The Haniwa armored man. And then Mimizuku Dogu and the Haniwa Sitting Shrine Maiden. I feel like
there are also some goggle-eyed Dogu interspersed throughout the design. That's really cute.
Well, yes, I think they are
Dogu,
the
all the doll-shaped pottery that first appeared in early days of Jomon period. Wow.
Okay, so they're all they just look like little figurines, like you know, with the hand, arms.
They're
and the
so
legs.
cute.
But I like that how there's like the dog versions of it.
Haniwa finger cuts.
Let me tell you, this is insanely popular. These Haniwa finger cots are basically little.
Are they?
So they are insanely popular at Loft, at like all the Japanese websites and all the like stationery exhibits. These are basically like these kind of silicone things you can put on your fingers. And it's nice when you like sift through paper, or like you work at a law firm and you have to like sift through lots of paper products, and Japan's really paper oriented, right? And so this is actually super popular in like office settings, and I
love that it says there are soft and jiggly, so you can also sit them up on your desk to calm you down while at work.
And so these cute. Look exactly like the gyroids from the Animal Crossing.
They do.
And you get them in like
clips.
The paper clips. Oh my god, paper craft. I don't think this one ships to us though. But
oh man, that's really cute though.
So cute. And then another look at the cover itself. Like you have like
so good.
Ones that kind of looks like women, ones that looks like the armored soldier, and then like ones that looks like dog.
This is seriously like, oh my gosh.
I feel like Japanese cultural buffs will love this. Like you know, this is so Japanese. And I think for the local market, this is a piece of their art. So
totally,
you know, I feel like
it's amazing.
All right, and then now we kind of go like a complete different direction into this like really Parisian, like
it makes me think like British
like, afternoon tea style petite rose, delicate
which
roses.
Which would go with the rose Bennu pen that I want. Just saying.
Kelly. Oh my god. Delicate roses to accompany your days in spring. It looks like those like handkerchief with like you know the embroidered borders, and then you got these little beautiful little rose snippets. At first glance I thought it was like pink strawberries, but I think they're rose flowers.
That would have been cuter.
The classic fabric series picks out attractive textiles from the collection to bring it back to life as a techo cover.
And it comes in both sizes.
In both sizes. So, I can actually buy it as a handkerchief too.
Oh, cute.
The tote bag. Oh, this one's really pretty. I feel like for the feminine market, you know, those who like the pattern designs, this is really beautiful.
I want to see the inside, but they don't show it.
No, they might. Hold on, let's click into it.
Oh my god, they do. Okay. I'm really upset that I did not get this information from Ablation early.
You did not get the soup in this. Oh, look at the little bookmark. The little flaps, they're like embroidered. They're so cute.
Yeah, that's really cute.
And it's like a dusty rose inside.
I love that color.
And it has some texture too, right? Like it feels a little bit interesting. It's
I love that design.
No, it's called pink scallop pattern. That's the exterior, but so interesting. Oh,
I will say I really like so far with the 3 we've looked at. I like that they are choosing to do like the covers in both A6 and A5 because I feel like they don't do that in the spring usually.
That year they did Ochitsuke, like Calm Down, that one. Yeah. I really want it in cousin size, but it's only available in A6. And now that you mention it, I think this is the first year they're offering everything in both sizes.
So far that we have seen.
I need to see the insides of the Mount Fuji
we didn't look at that. It's a beautiful deep navy blue with the Mount
indigo.
Fuji. Oh,
yes, beautiful.
Oh, man, they're killing me.
All right, and then lastly, the piece. This is the one where they pieced together the Mina Perhonen fabric. I kind of dig it because I see green, but Kelly, I lost the spring lottery 2 years in a row.
Hey, I just lost it last year, and that's the only time I tried, but I feel like I might as well try again.
I tried 2 years in a row. I lost both years. I don't know.
Let's do it one more time.
I feel like they're very competitive during the spring, but I'm kind of liking the pattern. So I feel like overall it gives me more of a more blue and green theme this year. You know, last year was kind of like a pink and green. The year before, a little bit.
But it's fine.
I know, me too. I really wanted a penguin. Anyway, let's take a closer look at them. The A5
cute.
Size. I think, what is this pattern
Those
with like two
unicorns?
little unicorns?
That's so cute.
And I really like this pine tree pattern. That's like, so basically piece is like, it's only a little snippet of a certain textile, but they put like probably 6 or 7 textile together. And so you get like the tambourine on the one corner, you get this green mossy thing on the other. I really like this patch that has like these 5 blue flowers inside and like a little meadow style thing.
That one's cute.
And the inside is like that citrusy yellow-green color, like your pen case, chartreuse or whatever.
No, that's my mom. You keep
that's your mom.
Mixing me up with my mom. Nobody ever does that.
And it's leather inside, so it's really nice. So it's really pretty.
Yeah.
And then the Weeks cover. Did I gloss over the A6? But the Weeks cover.
That's fine.
A little bit pink. Oh,
I love how they embroider the little Mina Perhonen butterfly on the inside of the cover. It's cute.
Okay, so the A6 size has like tambourine. Oh, the soda water.
And the soda
pattern.
dots or whatever. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Do you think I should go again this year? I don't know.
If you do, I will. We can do it together, and then I'll be like, oh no, my stationery budget, but it's okay because I won.
I know we won. Okay, so let's see.
And there's your
restocking of the many items that from the last lineup. Well, last year, September's lineup, including like the seal tweed, the very popular special fabric one.
That's gonna sell out in like 2 minutes.
I think all 3 sizes are replenished. They were really popular. The tambourine was popular, and then I think that Tsuchiya Bag Factory one as well. They're restocking. How should I get it? I don't know. I'm still on the fence. I don't know. The 365 days. So basically, most of the weeks would have released the spring start, right? And then as well as like the Hobonichi Techos as well. So that's not new. Yeah.
I love it. Dogu, Haniwa, Mount Fuji, all in one shop.
All in one shop. Oh, that's when they do like the actual live shopping at Tobichi.
I'm so upset.
Full lineup, full accessories. So just the others are just kind of the same old, even though it's only been like a few months. But
so wait, are the ones we just looked at only like 4 designs? Are those the only new ones?
Yeah.
Or are there going to be other new ones?
That's the only new ones. I feel like that's not new. Like they usually only release one cousin, one A6, 1 weeks, and 1 piece. This time they like have it available for everyone. So I feel like that's a good thing. I can see a lot of culture buffs like really swooping up these. The Katsushika Hokusai and the Dogu one.
So here's the thing though. In our episode, our like end of the year episode, I said that I would not buy a new Hobonichi cover in the spring unless it was Sailor Moon or like Pokemon. But it's like Japan. So I don't know if we talked about that. This is kind of what sold me on the new Pokemon game, the Pokemon Legends Arceus, is because the preview is like the game takes place in like super old Japan and everything kind of has that feel to it, and so it made me go and like pre-order. So this speaks to that same part of me, but obviously in a like Japanese anthropology student rather than a big old weeb that I am. I can be both. I'm multifaceted.
You know that when they come into... Wait, do you guys carry spring items at the shop at Operation?
We're supposed to, and I'm like, hey there, Hobonichi, where are you? I'm not getting any info. So anyway.
I know. When you see them in person, I'm pretty sure you're going to swoop them up. And it's going to look so good in retail, like the mountain one. Right? Yes. The Mount Fuji one's is going to look so good like on actual shelves, like against people's like, home and stuff. They're artworks. They're basically art pieces on the cover. So
I mean, but April, what is this not an artwork on the cover?
Fine. She's holding up her Inuyasha one. I mean, these are 70. These are Tokyo National Museum artworks, okay?
Yeah, it's different.
I guess this would, like, the only way people can probably relate to it is you have, like, a Monet cover or something, but not, like, not the, you know, fake fabric kind, but, like, the actual licensed fabric kind.
Which, by the way, is a really good idea. Oh, man.
Yeah, but Hobonichi goes a little off mainstream, though. Like, I feel like they do like to do what's popular, but a little bit to the side, you know, like a little bit off mainstream. But, yeah, that was the Hobonichi spring release.
Wow.
My heart is calm for that. Again.
I know. I was telling April, like, my heart's beating fast. Let's record right now. Let's do this.
We didn't think it would come out until like 6:30, and so we were gonna record everything else first, and now everything else is just gonna like be in the shadows of this amazing. Like, we can end the episode now, you know.
Just peace. That was like a 30-minute episode.
All right. Well, gotta get back to program, and we're gonna dive straight into our next section, which is just a little update about things that you own, and I can start first while you think about what you want to say.
I know, right?
Since we're talking about Hobonichi, I was going to talk about my Hobonichi drawer pouch.
Yes, this is one of the newer ones that
the Dreaming Garden, where I have to look up, like, I was wrong. I thought the Dreaming Garden was like Mina Perhonen fabric, but turns out it wasn't.
Isn't it Makino?
Yes, it is Makino Collection. Yeah, the Dreaming Garden textile from the Makino Collection. It's so whimsical, I think. Like, they're basically, it's a white background with dandelions on them, but they're kind of offset by a pattern, so it looks like it's blurred, or they look like little caterpillars instead of dandelions. And then there's these like little random.
I was gonna say in the screen, it looks blurry to me.
it does, and that's meant to be that way. And then there's these little like tufts of fluff, but they're attached quite sturdily. Like, I was like, you know, messing with them with my fingers, and they don't come off. And it's just such a whimsical piece. I got it in the small of the drawer pouch, which means it like butterflies open up like this with the pouch on one side, a zipper pouch on one side, and then like a section to hold your pants on the other. And so what I've been doing with this is, you know, the line from working from home is as far as like from this desk to the desk behind me. my stationary desk and my work desk is like not that far away. But since I share a studio with my husband, I sometimes get kicked out of the room. If I want to do a meeting or he wants to do a meeting, we can't just talk at the same time. Right. So I end up having to go downstairs, either to the living room or to the guest room. And so this pouch has become really handy. It really became my work pencil case. You know, if you think of it that way. Like, I literally need to ferry some pens to another room or to another space, and I don't want to like just leave them there. So I would just like you know, pack up my laptop, put this on here, my notebook, my plotter, and then like go downstairs. And so kind of walking you guys through my, I guess, work essentials. I have a fountain pen still because I feel like sometimes it's just fun to write with a fountain pen, even for work. But more typically, though, Unisigno DX, my ride or die. And I actually have my two plotter pens here. One is the pencil one, the mechanical pencil, because I end up always having to like scribble a lot of like doodles or like drafts to show people on the other screen. So a pencil comes in handy. My plotter pen, that's a ballpoint, so I use it to write daily notes. My fancy Sarasa Grande, the special green one that looks like a princess. Oh, I was gonna talk about those new Pikachu one, you know? And the new Golden Barrel Sarasa Grande. Like, they have a good product here, and now they're milking it with special editions. Oh yeah, so, Zebra Sarasa. So yeah, you gotta sign up for notification on Tokyo Pen Shop to get noticed if you notified, not noticed, if you want to get in on the Pikachu. And then a revival of my mile liners. Actually, this orange one goes so well with the coral inside. I've been using a lot of mile liners at work. Because some of you might know we manage different brands inside my work, and so for this task it belongs to this brand. For this task it belongs to the other brand. So I've been using my mile liners, which I have not been touching at my stationery desk. I've been using my Sailor, my other colorful pens, but I've been reviving my mile liners at work, which is really nice. And then in the pouch, I just have like a ruler and like a whiteout.
Nice.
Simple as that. So just my everyday get-go setup.
Well, that makes me want one of those.
In this really nice pouch, and I could just like take it with me up and down the stairs. So yeah, this was a grab from the 50% off sale. Remember I talked about those?
Oh yes.
So worth it.
Nice.
I really enjoyed it. And so, what about you? What are something you want to mention this week?
Well, I wasn't sure whether I wanted to talk about a particular pen, but I'm going to save that for another time because the story is not over yet. So y'all can be like, what are you talking about, Kelly? You will know eventually. But was I talking about did I talk about this lately?
No, your glossy plotter.
I love the way this patina's, by the way. I remember, so it's a Bible-sized plotter, the one I got from April at the pen show. I was one of the first customers. And I remember when I got this, I was kind of worried that the Pueblo leather is like too dry or whatever. But even just handling it the amount that I have and like putting it in my bag and stuff, I don't baby it or anything. And I feel like it really has this nice shade of like camel going on.
Nice.
Is it technically called beige?
Yes, it's the beige color. Yeah.
It still smells really good.
Mine's getting kind of like a
we
darker.
Match.
We do.
So,
nice.
So I was showing our patrons that I'm used my old like Buffy calendar
to make dividers.
To make little dividers.
Nice.
But so I actually do have a weather tracker in here, which is kind of fun. I use
you use the yearly calendar where they had like all the tiny months.
Yeah, and
you're just like dotting them.
Yeah, dotting them with different colors.
Temperature wise, like
and it's in Fahrenheit. Sorry, but it's I'm very upset that I now have to include, because I color a dot for like 40 to 49 degrees will be one shade of green, 50 to 59 will be another shade. So I used to only do 100 to 109, but now I have to specify 110 to 119 because last year was hot as you know what. So
you have
we
to
have
add
that to look forward to.
One more dashing red to your calendar now.
It's terrible.
Right but now anyway, the entire month looks very cold to me.
Oh yeah. So far it's a perfect shade of green for January.
Too cold, in my opinion. Too cold.
As it should be.
I love how you visualize it, though. I just love it each year. You do it in different notebooks, and it always looks amazing at the end of the year.
It's fun. And then I actually renamed, because I made these, I'm pretty sure I talked about these on the podcast
Afro-Ken
my little Afro-Ken. This was a clear file I got from Powell's when I was a teenager. That's how old that was. And
wow.
It was like broken, so I cut it up and use it as little dividers.
That's so smart.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm like, cute. I want it to be in my life forever. So I use the monthly calendar section. This is January's here. I just use it to, like, highlight when I work at a glance, since my schedule is not consistent because I work in retail.
Yeah.
So it's nice to just know at a glance, like, okay, this is.
I wish I could use my stuff like that, but mine's just every day. It's like Monday to Friday, Monday to Friday. Like sometimes it's funny how like some different people uses the monthly calendar so differently, and some people are like, I wish I could write so much in it, and sometimes like you don't want to write too much in your monthly calendar, okay?
Exactly. So yeah. I also bought the weekly calendar from Plotter from April. Yes. And I'm using these little Midori branded tabs that I think were they were from the One Day One Page MD diary.
Nice.
And let's see if there's anything sensitive on here. No, there's not. I like to use it to write little like to-dos for work. So
cool. That's
and
cute.
I don't use it every day, obviously, but when I do, it's nice to just have a place to put it all down, because I'm helping more with the online store.
Oh, nice.
Which is cool.
I only more stuff to do now.
Yeah. And I only have through May of the weekly calendar in here right now because I didn't want to bulk this thing up too much. And then I have my little list section, which is just... I don't know. What do I even do in here? I think I have people's info from the pen show.
Cute.
Just retail baloney. Passwords. So if you steal this, you know all my passwords. and then I just have one of these little... What do you call these?
Project managers. Or no, that's the envelope folders.
Yeah, it's like an envelope thing where you... Oh gosh, it's hard to show and do this at the same time. Where you go like this, and then you, oops.
and your stuff falls out. No, just kidding.
And your stuff falls out, that's right. Just to keep little bits.
Yo, wait, you don't know when you need a bit. So it's like, it's fine to have some bits.
I'm
cute. I'm so happy you're using it well.
Yeah,
I know.
Happy. I bring it to work every day. It's my everyday work carry. And
we're twinning.
I'm really thinking about getting the pen loop thing. How does that work with fountain pens? Or does it depend on the fountain pen?
Depends on the fountain pen, but it definitely works for like the Uniball Signal, like the Uniball One pens, the Sarasa Grand, like they all work in there. But you know, we have people trying to stuff their TWSBI Eco in there, and it just doesn't work. So.
I know better than that.
I haven't tried putting any thick pens in there. You know, I just don't want it to get too loose. So it's been doing well with like regular pens for me. I don't use it with fountain pens.
And is it actual leather?
It is.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
It's leather.
All right.
Well, the lifter part is plastic, but the actual loop is leather. So there's some stretchability to it. Like it might feel tight in the very beginning, but yeah.
So April's just casually selling me on another Plotter item.
Wait, you brought it up first.
I know.
Don't blame me.
If you place another order, just let me know and
I'll let you
know. I'll hop on there.
All right. Next item. Ooh, I'm so excited to share this, even though it's like
so cute.
This is my want list, but can't get list, and I think that's a safe way to approach these topics for the future. Do you follow this account, mofusand?
I definitely do. It's cuter than crap.
It's these fluffiest, like super cute cat illustration. Mofu, MOFU _sand, SAND. This account has 458,000 followers. You know how popular this cat is. It's this cat basically in a variety of costumes, right? Like you have this cute.
Oh, I didn't see the plushie. Okay, sorry.
This
continue.
cute. I know. That's one of the things I want so bad. You have this cute cat, doing this everyday cute. Like it's like those short paws and like wearing like a bunny costume. But anyway, this particular collab or pop-up shop is happening with this illustrator at Shibuya, Loft Shibuya. So Japanese listeners or people in Japan right now, here's your chance to go get them a giant pop-up shop. That page I gave you, you keep scrolling, it doesn't end. Like
it doesn't end. I keep scrolling.
It's so many cute stuff, and I think the main character theme is the cat wearing the IKEA shark costume. You know, like
is that what it is? The IKEA shark?
I feel like it is. It's basically a version of that cute shark, right? So it's like wearing that kind of like full body shark suit, and inside is just this cute cat. But you know how some people also say like puppy teeth and like kitten teeth are just sharp like sharks. I feel like it's very fitting. So imagine that illustration plastered over wallets, plastered over these like 3D folders, plastered over usable shopping bags. And then finally the little plushie of the shark with the cat inside.
God. So cute. So yeah, it's these illustrations that they do, it's basically like a cat wearing like a onesie or like a kigurumi of not just a shark, but like they have a lot of different illustrations. And another one that I'm seeing here is cats with like tempura shrimp like hats.
Oh my goodness, yes.
And then there's also ones when they're like inside of what looks like a Starbucks Frappuccino cup and it says takeout. It's like so cute.
So you keep scrolling down, okay? And then you come to the stationery section. So it comes in clear file folders. There's those two in the Frappuccino cups, the little cats in the cup. And then like there's cats with like little penguins around them. It's so cute. So there's tote bags. There's finally like big stickers. There's sticker sheets, okay? Sticker sheets of like the cat and the shark theme, and then the cat and food theme. So you like the tempura cat, the cat in like a pancake, and there's washi tape, like 7 different versions of them. A collab of this cat with croquis, that watercolor paper sketchbook thing. Uni style fit barrels, pen barrels of this cat.
Great.
Pen cases. Oh, did you
forgot about Kurutoga, the mechanical pencil, one of my favorites.
Yes, Kurutoga too. And wait, I need to find that sticker. So basically they sell like these individual stickers, and there's
I think the big vinyl ones.
Yes, big vinyl ones. So there's one where there's this one cat and then like 6 penguins surrounding the cat. And like, you know how there's like a caption that just says surround, you know, like you're like,
wait, where is that one? It's one of the big stickers?
Yeah, you scroll up to the big stickers right next to when you first see the tempura shrimp cats, you know,
no, that's
it's like in a cute but menacing way, like the way the little baby penguin surrounds the cat. It's so cute.
Man,
Kelly,
that is so good.
Like if you put me at a loft, like
remember being in Loft?
I would come out with like probably one of every single item on this list.
Yeah, well, that's why it's a good thing we don't live in Japan, because we would be financially unstable, actually.
The plushie though, don't you want the plushie?
The plushie's so cute with his little paws.
I want the small version to hang off like my car,
Your car.
Like...
Shoot. Yeah, and I love how like one of the bags it says, so I'm pretty sure same is shark in
yes,
in Japanese, and it's spelled like same. So it just
same.
says like same on this bag.
And the back below it, where the 2 cats are lying in like hot dog buns with like tomatoes on their tummy. Oh, it's my goodness.
Okay. I have to send this to my boyfriend to make him like buy it for me.
Oh my goodness.
Do that.
How could you buy this though? Like, are they gonna list it online? Like, can I buy it online, or do I have to just physically send people to Shibuya? Like,
oh yeah, because it's specifically the Shibuya Loft.
Yeah. Mofu Maketo. That's the name.
Man, so cute. Yeah, let's just hit up all of the Tokyo people we know, and maybe one of them will get stuff for us.
I did see that they also said that you can only get one per person or something like that. But it may be one of the items. I'm not sure if it's anything,
that makes sense though.
Yeah.
That's how you prevent people from,
I'm so jealous.
doing all the things that are bad.
All right, so that's something I want. What's your item?
Oh man, I can't even think about anything else now. Oh, so this is a lot more tame, and April in our little notes mentioned, but what about this other item that I really don't care about? But
what?
so I'm talking about TWSBI. They released the TWSBI Swipe fountain pen, which is the thing that I'm not so keen on. So I really loved the marketing they did for this pen, though, because their promo image of this pen, because they call the pen salmon colored, and they literally took a photo of it next to some cooked salmon.
And I want to eat that salmon.
I know. I'm like, this is the best promo image ever. Like, Sailor North America, you need to look at this and get it together. Sorry, just calling you out really quick.
Oh my goodness.
But okay, alongside this release was is this thing called the TWSBI Pipe, which is, I looked on, I can't remember what site I saw it on already, but it's only going to be $10, and it's this little accessory thing that you basically, hold on, let me get a TWSBI out. You would basically
super confused about this item, but it looks cool.
You would like yank the nib and the feed out of your Eco or your Diamond 580, and you screw this pipe attachment onto it, and then you can still use the twisty converter as normal, so you can put the pipe down in like the little hard to reach spots of the ink bottle, which is something that, like, I'm sure TWSBI users all around us will agree that they're kind of a bitch to fill up. You have to have, like, a big bottle. It won't work if you have a little ink sample. So, like
with the Ferris wheel press.
Yeah.
Battery charger one.
I mean, Ferris wheel press just has sort of... not quite ideal packaging in general, but I feel like the... This attachment will make it so much easier for TWSBI users to
actually little make a lot of sense. They're not
every brand should come out with this.
The TWSBI pen body is not like the smallest one you can think of,
right?
Or like a Banu, but I guess the Banu is cartridge fill, so you can probably fill with it.
Yeah. It's cartridge. It's also converter too. I happen to have mine right here.
Okay, cool. Okay, so yeah, for those that are like where the whole thing is built into the pen, like you can't disassemble it to insert the ink. This is a method. I was watching Yoseika's video the other day. I think Ashley or someone was like expertly trying to syringe fill a TWSBI Eco by placing it right at the feed near the nib, and then you push a little bit in with a syringe, and you kind of pull on the ends of the TWSBI to suck it in.
Whoa! You mean she didn't She didn't pull the nib out. It was a very intricate operation where she was like one-handedly twisting the thing on the TWSBI while like inserting ink right at that connection point where the nib is. It was really funny. That's hardcore. I want to see that. That should be. We should have like a fountain pen like Olympics and like have events like that. Like who can do this and get the best fill, and like maybe the dismount is like you didn't get ink on yourself.
That would be a deduction on the overall score.
That's actually a really good idea. Hit me up.
Really? You want to compete in that? Like
no, I just straight up I would not. I don't like competition. It scares me. Stresses me out.
Oh my goodness. All right.
But yeah, when I first saw this, I was like, what the heck even is this? I'm like, oh, actually, that's a great idea. The pipe. TWSBI Pipe.
Well, in the salmon's defense, it's a very pretty color.
I was going to say, April, do you like the new TWSBI swipe?
The thing is, I don't use the swipe, so for me, it's not
That's
appealing.
because it's an inferior pen. But
hey, if the salmon color goes onto the TWSBI Eco, I'd buy it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
How similar would it be to the coral, though? Actually, it's quite different. I don't know.
And people were bringing it up, like, you know, in China, they released a coral and like a lime green color for the swipe. So they're like, is it a repackage of the coral and then calling it salmon? Who knows? I don't know. I'm just saying things here I heard. Okay, faceless accusations. Sorry, not I just heard it from somewhere. Don't.
No, that's cool.
And then finally, things, just kind of little things, little extra things.
Yes.
Have you seen Eric Gama's amazing store announcement?
I did see it, and I realize I haven't seen anything else about it because nothing else has come out about it. But
yes, but we talked about it. I interviewed him a few weeks ago, a month ago-ish, and then he was saying he has something in the works, and the logo is out, the branding is out, the website is available now. But basically, Eric Gama, co-host of Tinterias, a stationery podcast in Spanish, is aiming to bring a lot more visibility to Mexican stationery. So I saw himself, his own account, like trying out these amazing inks from this Mexican brand called Monarca. With like, I think like the desert and like the ocean inspired colored inks. I know he's been talking about these wooden built cases from Blue Star Leatherworks. So it's gonna be cool. It's exciting to see. Oh, did I even say the name yet? It's Amarillo Stationery. So cool. And like the color is just cool. Like kind of his iconic mustard yellow theme, and like, you know, it's got like the pen on there, and it's so cool to just imagine Eric really not getting into the stationery until like 2-3 years ago, and then to come to this point. I'm just like, amazing. Yeah, not just Mexican, sorry, Latin American stationery and analog tools.
Totally.
It's amazing. Awesome. Love it. All right, what's your last item?
So this is something that I would buy if money was no object in my life. It's so pretty. So little happy things.
I just saw this yesterday, today too.
Yeah. So it is the brand is it pronounced Non-Lala?
Non-Lala, yeah.
Which I know we must have talked about before because they make a bunch of cute stamps.
They do.
And this one is one of those date stamps, you know, where you twist the thing and change the date. And it's Lily of the Valley, which always makes me think of Job. It's like a circular design, and it says that, quote, happiness can be found even in the darkest of places if only one remembers to turn on the light. Didn't Dumbledore say something like that too? I think he stole it from this, but anyway. I don't know this original quote, actually, but that's not the point. It says it very, very small, so it's more like just an aesthetic handwriting thing than an actual, like, inspirational quote at this point. But it's like this circular pattern. It's got the text at the top, a space in the middle, and then like this 2 Lily of the Valleys with a little diamond in the middle. It's very cute. And they also have a stamping of it where it's like, you don't have to, you can just make the date part blank. So you can just stamp the design, and then there's this little like rectangle in the middle.
Oh, and you can put in your own date or own name, code, whatever. I saw they also had the typewriter version of the design.
Yes, and I saw that too. They released at the same time, it looks like, and it says it's 3 centimeter by 3 centimeter, so that's pretty small, I feel like. But
I'm trying to look for a ruler right now. I have that thing earlier.
Oh yeah, I've got one of these. Oh, that's not terribly small. It's it's like a stamp that wouldn't totally
it's
get
tiny.
in the way. No, it's not that tiny. It could be tinier.
The text is gonna be not readable. Oh my goodness.
Right. Well, and that was like, you can't really read the text. But so these are very intricate, very beautiful. These stamps cost $58.50, which is a lot. But
oh my god, look at all the non-ala restocks. What?
I know, that's
Happiness
what I'm saying.
Table. Okay, yeah. All right.
April's like slow.
I'm immediately distracted and looking at these other items. Damn it! I just placed an order on Paper Trade. My budget is like done for the month.
Yeah, mine is too. But my only thing with these is that I want to know, like, how many years it has, because it doesn't specify that in the product description.
Well, if they made it this year, usually they last for 10. I think.
Oh, okay.
Because you can put like 10 dates on the rotatory rubber.
Really, I need to know when mine end, because I think I have
mine
3
ends
of these
this
things.
year. My
really?
date stamp. I was just ranting about it on my stream the other day. Mine's ending. There's a cinnamon roll stamp, Kelly. No, original cinnamon roll. No.
I know that's one of my favorite of the new ones. Also, my main stamp thingy goes till 2027. I can't even imagine that year right now. That seems like so long from now.
I'm so jealous. I need to get a new one after this year.
Yeah, well, now I've got April like jonesing for all the stationery.
Yes.
That's what we do. We enable each other, and we enable all of you guys that are listening.
Yes. All right. I may or may not be placing an order right now. All right. Well, that is it for today. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, you can find us on Instagram at the Stationery Cafe, where we'll put snippets and photos of what we talked about. And, we look forward to bringing you another fun episode next week. And support us on Patreon. I forgot to say that. Yeah. Bye, Kelly. I'll talk to you next week.
Yeah.